Garvey.
Yeah.
We've always been that. So oftentimes now I've come to realize that the gun to your head is your head.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. That's the only gun that you holding to your head.
Yo,
your head.
It's a part in The Great Debate. It's one of my favorite movies, man.
Yo,
When
that is a beautiful
Denzel
movie.
steps up to homeboy. He was like, when you're on this college campus, on Wiley College, campus, every professor here is here to help you keep your righteous mind.
That's right.
You know what I mean? Everything outside is built and constructed for you to lose your natural born mind. But those teachers that was there to make sure that these kids kept their minds
together.
Because listen, as soon as you get the mind,
everything else
is gone.
So that is absolute. Once you take the mind, it's over with, right?
Is that the power in the black colleges? Like,
I mean, I think that's man.
It's all about the curriculum.
That's tough. That's tough because we had a couple weeks ago, we had Miss Giselle sit here and say she went to a black college and wasn't really satisfied with the black knowledge that she was supposed to be learning from the black college, right? And I'm like, damn, that's weird because most times I was a person that's against black colleges once I went to one because I realized I understood the history and I respect the history. You can't disrespect the history. You can't disrespect that Martin Luther King went to St. Aug or that, he went to Howard, or you can't disrespect that. These are great minds. These are great black minds. You cannot overlook that. But what it had become is something completely different. Things change. The black colleges in the state that they're in now, because of redlining, because of just the discrimination, because, the way the job market is set up, like we're held back in so many different ways, alumni can't donate back, especially if the black colleges are working with the government loans.
Yeah, you got to be mindful, like where you're taking your money from,
Exactly.
But, where we're getting our money from, and it may be the curriculum, because a lot of, like, I frequent John Jay, and a lot of professors there that are teaching classes there, man, the information is so profound. Like, just learning certain things about African history and just our history, and not just from downtrodden aspect, but I'm talking about a history where we were actually, man, you got Mansa Musa, you have all these great people, and it's not taught in schools, so it's like, where do young people go? They have to go to Schomburg Center. They have to go to the Museum of Modern Art. They have to be in Brooklyn with cultural centers so that they can learn this stuff. But we have to share it with them and make it fun just as much as we might want to take them to the movies. Take them on a trip where they can learn. Man, we in New York City. It's so much culture in this city.
Culture.
It's nothing.
We got a mile worth of museums right in Spanish Harlem, pretty much, down Madison, going straight down Madison.
Fact.
It's a mile worth, 20 New York City blocks worth of museums. We need to know that. Like, we all need to know that. I mean, like, we need to just really continue to, like, put out information. And I have a problem with Black Lives Matter because of that. Because I felt like I understand the phrase. Yeah, man, I love the phrase. But the work behind the phrase, it was like you're just trying to catch light from the fire of these events that's happening, and you're not making sure that our lives can matter 365 days. You know what I mean? Like, our lives shouldn't just matter when somebody gets shot. I mean, you shouldn't just ask for people to say your life matters when people get shot. There's things that we need to work on before these babies even get to 5 years old to improve black life.
That's right.
You know what I mean? Like, the prenatal care is bad. The early childhood development is bad because we have young people that are having babies who don't know and haven't read about these things, nor have they spoken to their aunts and grandmoms, because sometimes when you're young and you have a baby, you get cast aside by the family.
That's right.
So we need, it's a lot more that we need to do, and it needs to start early. It has to be while these mothers are pregnant, because you bringing a baby into the world, everything you teach it is going to retain. That's and right, you're the first teacher, the mother's the first teacher, the father's the second teacher. I mean, so we got to have these young parents, these young sexually active kids. We got to get them, educated on how to raise a kid and how to bring a kid up. Early childhood development, teaching them how to read and write, arithmetic. Things like that, just so they could be able to function in this world. And it's not so easy to label them, because we can't change the white supremacy.
Yeah,
that's not going to change, right?
A boycott is not going to change. Like,
you can't change the oppressor. You have,
let me ask you a question.
you have
Not
to
to cut
change
you
yourself.
off. Is a boycott? That's a temporary action. That's not like a forever thing.
Yo, the Birmingham boycott lasted for a year and a few months, and it damn near crippled the bus company.
Okay.
And so they got results.
Yeah.
That's what a boycott is.
Okay.
You don't use it until you get the result that you're looking for.
Yeah.
If you fucking with us on the bus, we ain't gonna use your bus.
So hypothetically speaking, the Gucci thing,
Uh-huh.
right? People were downtown boycotting. We don't hear or care about it anymore.
Well, see, with Gucci, it's never gonna be like a one-prong approach in this day and age because it's too much. We got the internet, we got real life, we got the streets, right? Like we got the streets, we got, you know what I'm saying? Because we got some places in Harlem, in the Bronx, in Brooklyn, that's the streets. And then we got some places in those places that's just, you know, the area. You know what I mean? The shopping centers, the parts that's not, that's not run down. And then you got the internet. So we got to have a three-prong attack.
Yeah.
It's not just about not wearing it or not buying it because most of us can't afford it, right? It's about getting to the rappers to stop endorsing it. Rappers stop buying it, stop making songs about it, stop wearing it in the videos. Stop using it as a fashion standard. You know what I'm saying? Or a status symbol. Because you get Gucci, you like, I got money. My shirt was $275. Who got $275 to buy a shirt? Right? So you feel elevated because of that. Like we have to